Live, the ultimate live podcast by Mr. D. Today we're going to talk about a news topic. Here in the past 48 hours or so, we heard about this little country called Niger. And it's not little, no. They've asked America to leave the country. And this is the very first time that in Africa, America in Africa has been asked to leave the territory. Now, this is not the first Western country that has been told to leave Africa. In fact, a famous one was the case of France. France was asked to leave. We remember Mali. France was asked to leave Mali, and that was not a smooth exit. It was a very complicated exit to the point where France didn't want to go. Soon after the coup in Mali, France did not want to go. The same thing happened in Niger, where France did not want to go. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Yeah. I'll come now.
Yeah, no, you're coming. I don't mind checking your battery now.
Is that what you want to do?
Hmm?
I said, is that what you want to do?
I don't mind anything.
No, I'll come and pick you up.
Okay, no problem.
Goodbye. So this has happened before with France, and it was very messy. Uh, the Western countries only attribute these incidents to the cooperation or um, the new superpower that's coming to replace them. They're saying that Africans are stupid because they will replace one head, that one slave master by another one. Mm. Is that the argument? Yes, it is. So saying that, oh, they are getting rid of France and America just to replace them by Russia. And the Africans are saying, no, 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 that's not the case. We know full well what we're doing. And we're not going to replace one colonial master by another one slave master by another one. No, we want to be free. Our youth in Africa want to be free. Our youth in Africa have decided to seek full freedom. And there we are. The Americans, unlike the French, didn't go through the route of the confrontation saying, oh, we're not going. Oh, well, or we're going to sabotage everything that we've got, that we built here. No, the Americans said, well, we will come and negotiate our departure. We understand you don't want us to stay here. That's fine. We will come and negotiate peaceful and orderly departure, amicable departure from our base in your country. and the Secretary of State, the American or the Secretary of State or the Secretary of Defense will meet up with the Niger authority and come up with a calendar to withdraw, to remove American troops from Niger. Now, why has Niger told America to leave the country? That's a big question. The Western countries, led by France, will tell you that it's because of the influence of Russia. Well, is that a bad thing? Is that a bad thing for a so-called, quote unquote, independent country? Is that a bad thing? I'm free to, you know, to have international relations with whoever, I want. I'm free to have deals with any country I like to, and I will not be forced into deal or not dealing with somebody. That is an independent country. That's what an independent country does. And you can see right there where the problem is. The Western colonial powers, they want to choose who your partners are. They want to choose who you do business with. They want to guide you as if you're not mature enough to make or take your own decision. And this is the problem for the young generation, who they're saying, no, we can't do that. We want to be free. These deals that you're having with our fathers, and why? They're having those deals because they're putting people in power that they could control, and those people had the mission of keeping us on the wrap, keeping us, oppressing us. That's what the West did. The West did not leave Africa and all the colonial land and the colonial properties completely. No, they left some, um, what you call these puppets government there that were accountable to them. And they in turn will guarantee those dictators the statu quo. I mean, you're going to be there in power. You can change the constitution. We will give you, we will help you make one constitution, but don't worry, don't worry. When the time comes, we will change it. Or they used to, what did they do with the constitution? The West, who told us about the actual constitution and stuff, advised you how to write the constitution, although they told us that they sold us democracy. The democracy that they sold us was a democracy where people had uh, not limitation of mandate. So there was no limitation of mandate. Like a president could be president for as long as he wanted. Or whenever there were limitation of mandate, they will find a parade. They will find a way to remove that limitation from the constitution and allow the president to remain in power. I mean, Idris Deby is a living proof here. He clearly stated that he wanted to leave power, but France did not want him to leave. France told him, "We're gonna help you to stay. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that, and you can stay there. We will support you." And if one president who is working for a foreign colonial power find himself in trouble, he will get the backing of the colonial masters. They will send the army. They will send the military aids that he needs. They will send the weapons so he can overcome his enemies. And it's the same when it comes to public unrest, where the public start to rise up and stand up. They will give weapons to massacre or to, you know, to kind of torture the people that are going on the street. They will send the military equipment, uh, 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 you know, water cannons, gas. Um, how do you call that gas? You know, the gas that they pump in your eyes. There, I forgot that. They will give them all of those so they can massacre their own people. They can torture their own people, and they will stay quiet. They won't say a word. But even if they say a word, where is it going to go? It's not going nowhere because in the Security Council, you're not even there. Africa is not in the Security Council. Africa does not exist. So let's come back to this topic. The reason why the Niger people are asking America to do it is because, one, they are we are meant to be independent, sovereign countries. That's number one. Always come back to number one. Number two, what is America doing there? What is the value, the added value that American troops are bringing there to the Niger people? What is it? Security? Not quite so, because rebels and terrorists are still operating there. The Americans, they have another agenda. They have land where they can uh, run intelligence and they can target drug lords and all this stuff. They have a different agenda to the one that the people from Niger are looking for. So there we go. It came a point where the Niger people said, "Oh, let's get rid of France because they're totally useless because it's proven that they're working with the rebels or the terrorists." And then we will keep observing the Americans who will still deciding on those. Then they decided, and then they said this to the Americans. But they don't want to humiliate America. They want an orderly kind of exit. They want them to live peacefully. They want them to live accordingly. So then it came to the point where it's made public now that America want to go. The public, the population, are marching, protesting. They want America to go, just like France. And the leaders can't do anything. Uh, you can't do nothing else than execute what the population wants. And this is what's being played here. So tell me what you think here about the American exit in Niger, whether this is wanted or this is going to cause more problem for Niger in the future. Debate continues in the comment section below. That was Mr. D, the host of your show, the Ultimate Live Podcast from Manchester. See you in the next video.